When I first got into environmental studies, the problem seemed so clear. And I figured, oh, well, other people just don't have the information. So if I tell my friend or a parent or just someone I cross in the street about this, it'll obviously make sense. No. And I mean, that's one of the pushes towards economics that I had was, okay, make economic sense. That lasted for about, a year into Bennington, and then I figured, wait a minute, there's more. Once I started taking architecture, it got into the area of design, which for me is a big question of why this, not that. Why make a building this way, oriented this way, rather than make a building oriented towards southern exposure? And so that started getting me to think, okay, so there's technology on one end of solutions for climate change, but there's also behavior change. Whenever you go into any discipline, the things people focus on, any system is going to be incomplete or inconsistent.
I took a sculpture class last term called Foundations in Spatial Thinking and Forming with John Isherwood, which is it was such a wonderful class for me. It kind of helped me begin that divergent path. We had about 4 or 5 different assignments. We worked with cardboard, wood, metal, and clay. And in each one, we were sort of required to think about the way that our body interacts with the spaces around us, within 24 hours, or in a movement that we do every day, or as a way to, how do we support ourselves? What are the things that actually hold us up during the course of a day? It was about heightening my sensitivity to the things that were going on around me and becoming more observant. And then thinking about, okay, what do I need in this situation? If I have to create something that will hold my weight, what does it need to look like? What qualities does it need to have? So all of those things really apply, I think, to understanding the way different governments work. It's a lot of different agencies, a lot of different partners, a lot of different people who may have different experiences, different backgrounds, different ways of working, coming together. And that can be difficult. That can be difficult for all of those different pieces to work. And being able to step back and look at what's succeeding and what's not, and how could we change something here and get a better result, or how can we help these 2 people work together? That sort of mediation of the situation is very much aided by all of my work in the visual arts.
The reason that I like funk music is the kind I like to play, and generally kind of jazzy funk music. Funk music is the music I like to listen to. It's a cool combination between the looseness and the very present tense, grounded notion of improvisation of jazz, of running with it as things change and as new inputs come in, to use those and to integrate them, and to listen to other people and build the music in a way that involves everyone. That's kind of jazz, but jazz also has kind of sophisticated tendencies, in that you could put in this many chordal changes and this many shifts and this many modes and this many time signatures, and that's sophistry. That misses this thing that the reason that you play music is so people can listen to it. I think, and that's what rock is. Rock is music that people love to listen to and people love to move to. So to combine those 2 things, something that people can move to, and that's very fundamental in my understanding, is like a movement and a movement, a movement and then a movement, like a social movement, is something that I like to think about.